Hi everyone and welcome back to Math Mr. G. I am here today for my students at the Syracuse Academy of Citizenship and we'll be going over our Zern Mission 4, Lesson 5, where we start using our protractors and looking at different kinds of angles inside of a circle as well in some real world examples. So I'm going to here go over exactly what you need to know, with the exception that I don't have a protractor on my computer, but I'm going to do my absolute best to try and explain without a protractor as exactly as I can on how to use them. You will have a protractor inside of Zern, but I don't have one physically to use or to show on my computer. So what we have here is first our objective, which is to use a circular protractor to understand a 1-degree angle is 1/360th of a turn. So we're going to be looking at this here, and when we mean 1/360th, it's because a circle is total 360 degrees. Okay, it comes around from one point here, for instance, all the way around the circle. It's 360 degrees, the measurement we use for angles. Okay, so we're going to go over some of our key measurements today. We are first going to look at what we mean by a 1-degree angle. So I'm going to first just draw a nice baseline like this, which is where you usually want to line up your protractor. And I'll do it outside the circle so you can see where it ends. And a 1-degree angle is about this big. Because you got to imagine, that there is doesn't like what I'm doing. I'll try this again. Maybe a little higher. Nope. Just bear with me for a second here. Okay. Let's imagine this is 1 degree. So this is a little bigger. This might actually be more like 10 degrees. So perhaps I can just get it just a little closer. Feel free to fast forward past this until I eventually get this. Okay. This is more like 5 degrees, just eyeballing it, but we'll imagine just for the sake of this that this is 1 degree. And I'll just draw, or type in rather, what this is here. Let's say this is about 1 degree. So you have to imagine that this goes piece by piece all the way around 360 times. That's 1 degree. Okay, so it's 1 out of 360 degrees. Next, I'm going to draw our 90-degree angle. So again, starting from here, draw this in actually. And I'm going to quickly here just label that this right here is 0 degree, which is our starting point. Okay, so now I can go around, and everything around it goes by, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, almost like a clock, or almost exactly a clock around it until we get back to 360. So now I'm going to draw first our right angle, our 90 degrees. Still using this bottom line as my start. 90 degrees goes exactly up like this. So this big long piece here is 90 degrees. And I'll fill that in with red. And imagine that we're opening it from the 0 up. And I'll type that in. This is 90 degrees. And you can imagine that this is like a chunk of pie now. It's 90 degrees. And if I go around it, I'm just going to keep counting up from that, from this right angle. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you guys another benchmark angle, which is 180. 180 looks like a nice flat line from your 0 all the way across. So again, I'm going to draw it with red. Continuing our turn around, and now labeling it. This is 180 degrees. And if I follow this exact same model here, and I go another 90 around it, this is 270 degrees. And then I don't have to draw another line, but you can imagine that as I come around this circle one more time, all the way back to 0, I've made a full 360 degrees around the circle. So please keep in mind that anything outside of 90 degrees is obtuse, anything under 90 degrees is acute, and that we can split our circle up and do 1 degree marks all the way around. And you'll see those 1 degree marks on your protractor. A lot of times protractors are also organized like rulers, where they have large increments like 5 and 10, as well as 50 and more. But they're going to go into this really in depth on the Zern lesson with the digital protractor that they give you on there to really explain how to use that. We'll be looking as we move forward into more and more examples of this, and I'll find some ways that maybe we can be creative with the way we demonstrate this and the way that I show this to you guys. I look forward to seeing your work, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.